survivors. So I have decided on my next series, and I'm going to be kicking it around in the Rebirth mod, playing the Purge scenario. Now, this mod came out not the beginning of December, a little earlier than that. I know there was a big update back at the beginning of December. Anyhow, just leading me to say that the game, or this mod, came out after I had already started playing District 0. But before that, I had been following Furious Ramsay, doing his playthrough testing before he'd released. So I was aware of this mod, and I do have knowledge about some of the things in the mod. Not super in depth or anything, but cannot claim that I do not have any knowledge of it. So it's not aha, I am totally lost and I'm going to stumble over every rock. But I'm not going to be hands-on with every little quirk or design feature of the game. So there'll still be plenty of discovery. I do know the Purge scenario is similar to how I was playing District 0, whereas that there is no, well, I should say there is zero questing, but the traders do not give quests. There are some certain quests to receive particular schematics from one of the NPCs at the trader compound, which, I mean, they were gated. They're gated behind certain level requirements. Other than that, it's just explore, clear all of the POIs, and you get check marks to denote your progress, and you have a counter down the corner. Right here, we're on the first loading screen, and it's just telling us that this is still an experimental build. There's some bugs. Here's some of the major ones, and how to remediate that and provide more information to Furious Ramsay for use in debugging and fixing that in future updates. And then, of course, everything for Rebirth goes through Furious Ramsay's Discord channel. So that channel is just loaded with lots of good information. It's got a huge community contributing to it. So let's just jump right in. I already loaded up a quick and dirty test world just to find a spot for my camera, as I usually do. And this one was particularly challenging because at my screen resolution and aspect ratio, there's not a whole lot of gaps where my camera wasn't covering up some particular piece of information. But I'm going to leave it right here for now. And if it's not working, I'll have to be finding a new place to park it. Anyhow, I'll see when we load it into the world. Okay, just about to spawn in. Some of the details of the settings. Usual 60-minute days. I'm going to probably be recording this in more of a long format because the whole point of this is to reach a particular threshold of cleared POIs before you can progress on to the other biomes. So I'll either be doing just cuts between the POIs or just montages of sped up action, and probably skipping over a lot of the nights unless I'm out, killing zombies or whatnot. But I'm probably not going to be doing that right away. I generated it at a 5K map, random, and I'm looking at the preview that I took, and I'll show it to you. Every biome basically just has one big city. Nothing too unusual about that. There's just a few markers for some larger POIs out in the wilderness. Not a whole lot, which I'm okay with. This is actually, I wish I could get this on a regular, 7 days a day, instead of having all those little tiny towns, because I'm always searching for the big towns. Anyhow, let's jump into it. Okay. Oh, that's right. I also... Well, let's see. Here's a little thing about the Purge. I suppose you could just freeze frame it and read it. But we're being dropped off to basically clear out the zombies. We're a cleanup crew. And we can't go into the higher wastelands without risking serious detrimental effects, so we have to remember to take vitamins if we're going to go into them. And the wasteland is obviously from this list not the most dangerous biome. It's been switched over to the bark forest. I don't know why, but it's a choice. And we have to purge 75% of a biome before we can move on. Okay, pretty simple game rules. Ooh, and we got some gear right away. I'm sure that's because since there's no questing system, we're getting a lot of the stuff that we normally would have gotten from the questing system. Let's come up here and do our usual clearing of the nearest POI. What do we got? Got some water, vitamins, some food, and all canned food has a dysentery chance. This is only useful for making some of the recipes. So, unless I pop a vitamin. Let's see, we got some notes. It's not going to be an easy mission. We've equipped you with the basics. Pretty much stuff that I just said. We can be crafted or made better with goldenrod and chrysanthemum. Vitamins are... Wow, hey, really got some good notes. A few basic tools, a bicycle for getting around in a toolbox. Okay, so I don't have to make a toolbox. Nights can get dark, so keep your torch handy. Oops, not doing that again. And we've got a class book. And we'll get report on purged areas. And it's 75 zombies. We'll get a supply drop. Okay, this one's talking about the POI threat meter, and we'll give an estimate of number of hostiles and areas left, and then just repeating about the conditions for clearing the biome. Pretty simple, everything's cleared. I'm going to put this stuff down here to save me space. And we have a class book, and I already have an idea that I want to be a hunter. It's like one of my favorite archetypes. I always build towards a similar build in almost every playthrough, if it's not techno geek. I was considering sous chef, so I might make sous chef my secondary class when I can eventually switch over and do a secondary, and then if I play this long enough to get a third one, I'll decide on that then. Okay, so hunter it is. Woo! Oh, it gave a care package. That's nice. So there's an aura mod and the loot mod. Okay. And it gave me armor too. Yeah, that's cool. What do we got? Rogue hood. And I don't think these give any bonuses unless you get a full set of whatever gear it is. So I don't think there's any major advantage unless you're gonna get a full set of gear. So right now we have light, medium, light, and light armor. Okay, how many slots? These come with 4. Okay, I'm going to put the hunter mod into the outfit. And I'm going to put the auto looter into the gloves. Okay. Oh, there's our first POI. It is a 1 star, so this should be fairly easy. something. Off the lab tech. And this wood stove is been made to operate as a campfire, so you don't have to make one out of stones. Oh, I just realized I have not loaded. There we go, first clear. You're going to be wanting to hear that bong sound all the time. Okay, I got some more medical gear, some minor resources, some ammo. So the cool thing right now is that we only have 2 ranged options. Ooh, beer. Our bow and our rifle. Until we get another weapon, we can just when we find the trader, one of the dudes will do ammo exchanges. Ooh, some honey, that's going to be needed, and some headphones for the Major Tunes quest. Because in here, the progression tree has been totally redone. So that's a sign of a good overhaul mod. Is the developer has taken time to totally flesh out a new idea. So this is a learn by doing system. Gain experience by doing certain tasks. Like, I'm sure running will give you more cardio, or it might just increase the dexterity, and then you'll eventually start earning towards... Yeah, see, dexterity is already up to 2.34. I'm gaining experience in these various things, and that's going to be allowing me to unlock and purchase these different points, these perks. So we also have crafting skills. So we're progressing on our rifle skill. I have not used the bow yet, so it's at 0. And I've used the spear a little bit, so it's at 3%. I have not done any mining, digging, and just a little bit of chopping to get into those loot boxes. And I think when you get hit, you start getting points for your constitution and unlocking better outfits. I have not been wrenching anything yet, which we will soon. The other thing about this mod is it is a scavenger's paradise. Everything is about looting and scavenging and either selling that or scrapping it. Okay, so let's get some stuff here, but let's not get too encumbered. Okay, so normally I would be... Hey, I have a bike. Let's load this up with stuff that I definitely want to keep. Let's see, barbering. Let's put that on a helmet. not only can you pick stuff up and sell it, crap, which is what I'm going to be doing. Some of these, like that sink, can allow you to create a water source at your base. That chandelier ceiling fan will be able to be scrapped for brass. And I'm just going to come around here and pick up some resources. Oh, and I forgot. This game starts you like in the middle of the afternoon, so you better go and get a initial base setup right away. Okay, I think I got enough stuff from here. So let's see which. I don't have any building blocks yet. And the only things that I know that give nails or whatnot is pallets. I'm sure there's some other stuff. Let's see, another thing that's one of the features of this mod is Furious Ramsay lets you control the density of the trees. So this is the default. It's been bumped up to. This is 300% density. And it is very lush. And there is a road sign down there. You can see it. Oh, the little path just went right down to it. I wasn't nearly as lost as I thought. You can also create, you have control over the density of cars on the road. Oh, and we are right next to a wrecked. Okay. Let's see, where did I put that trash can? I thought I had the trash can. I swear I picked up the trash can. Ah, there it is. I'm just going to put this out here for now. Okay, at the moment that's all I'm going to put in there. I'm going to sell some stuff.
Put away your weapon, unless you'd like to die in my store.
Fuck off, Wrecked. So, one of the cool things is you don't have to deal with Wrecked.
Don't test my patience. It's thinner than your wallet.
He's not going to have a whole lot of stuff, and it's going to be probably overpriced. But we only need him when we're selling off loot. Which is what I'm going to do now. There we go.
A sale is a sale, even if it is to a scumbag like you.
Okay, this is Billy Bob Thornton, but he's not going to talk to us until we've killed 50 explosive... What? Oh, shit. That's a fucking wolf. Oh, that's right. No trader protection. Wait. He can open doors? No, he just went right through it. Son of a bitch. Just like he went through that one. There's not a whole lot of safe places in this you can get onto. Where are you now? So, except for, let me tell you about the rules of the Purge. So, you know about the POIs. That's our main goal, is to clear the POIs of the zombies. The only other major random encounters you will have is for animals, which we have to deal with wolves in the forest. I'm sure there's going to be bears as well. The only other major obstacles are bandit hordes, regular hordes. There's a thing called an outbreak, which is like a horde, but it's constantly replenishing. They're constantly spawning in from a certain point and then moving, so it's like a river of zombies. And then there's like boss events with, and they'll include like a boss and sub bosses who do like they have effects, which we'll see those as we go along. I swear there's like 2 wolves here. Oh yeah, he recently got voice dialogue. Okay, this is not the one that was chasing us around. Oh. We are not dying this early. Let's see. I do have some bandages, so... Where are you? Show yourself, you little son of a bitch. Okay, there's one. Well, on the plus side, we now have... And as you see, these are not secure compounds, so there's going to be holes in the walls very soon. And the gates are already compromised. So, let's see, where was I when I was interrupted? Let's see, okay, the other dude in there, he will eventually sell us farmer-related stuff, so seeds. We'll get around to start farming. Suppose we could repair those. This guy, Raoul, will let us purchase mercenaries from him once we hit level 15. So initially we're only going to be dealing with these 2 guys. And this is Briston. He's got dialogue, and it's quite funny dialogue. He worries about zombies eating his asshole. I guess that's a problem. So we can sell stuff to him. We can buy the perks and a few schematics. He is expensive, so this is where all of our money is going to be going, pretty much. It's purchasing these things. Okay. He also will trade us ammo. So there we got a few extra rounds of ammo. We can also convert the blueprints if we're needing extras to reach certain thresholds. We can also trade them to get DNA boosts, which I am not going to do initially. Because the most important thing that those DNA fragments let you do is make mods that give you free points. So you have to get 100 of them first, but so it's not. It's playing the long game, you know. You have to start somewhere. And then there's a page of shortcuts. The only ones that we're going to be needing right away are the stuff for our dogs, because we're playing the Purge. We only get a pack of dogs. We can't hire any companions that are wandering the world. So we might find them. We might find other survivors, but we can't hire them. And then mercenaries they're like short term. They're on a cooldown. Yeah, insert summons the mercenaries, which since I'm playing on a laptop, I might have to see if I can remap that, or I'm going to have to plug in. I might have to plug in my keyboard. So this is some other important information. I think I've gone over some of this stuff. They have schematics for sale. They have some special missions for unlocking, some other schematics. You can pick up almost everything in the world. There's a few things you can't. And then there's a lot of crafting stations that we're going to have to either find and repair, or we're going to have to get the schematic to build. If we can find it and repair it, we won't have to get the schematic to build it. So that will save us money. So let's come on over here to Elias. So he's got a lot of the quest stuff. So some things are locked by level. This one is not. This is a level 1. Level 1, level 20 for the distiller, things like that. And then they have some things that, like this, which we're not qualified for. That's for the berserker. There is workstations here. There's a shredder and a table saw, but they either require fuel sources or tools for them. So that is going to be our next priority. Okay, so it is 1800. Load it up. Okay, so for our initial place to stay, I'd like to go over there to the truck stop. I think this is a 3-star, so this would be a bit of a challenge to clear. This is not repairable. Yep, it's a 3-star. So it looks like the initial place to stay is going to be the Motel 7 here. A tried and true rooftop domicile. Okay, there's only 3 people here. How is this floating? God. Keep floating. Where did it go? Oh, it was right there. I probably could have put that on top of the stove. That would be funny. Anyhow, this should work right there. I don't think I have any empty glasses at the moment. And I don't have a cooking pot yet, so I don't need any of this stuff. So. I'll worry about this later. Okay, let's get this cleared. Okay, down he goes. Okay, nobody here. Ooh, working vending machine, so we have paid for water source. another friend. Okay, where are you coming from? Okay, last room. Okay, and we've cleared. Okay, we don't have to worry about just lots of zombies all the time, but if there is ever a horde, we're going to want to eat our faces. We do not want to have our faces eaten. Okay, so usual thing, breaking the ladders. That'll be okay for the first little while, but pretty soon there's going to be larger zombies, and I don't know if they can initiate a climb from like the third rung, or cause other zombies to get pushed upwards to reach the third rung. Yeah, definitely don't know about that. Also getting rid of this debris so there's nothing for zombies to push themselves up with. Another storage. And these cardboard boxes with the white labeling, they're lootable. And then the white labeling disappears. There is the nighttime. So I'm going to get rid of this stuff. I'm going to loot this hotel. And if anything comes in the night, I'm going to be screwing up my ladder. So I'll see you in the morning, unless something interesting happens. Welcome back, survivors. I'm not sure if I'm going to cheat in a helmet light mod, but I mean, that's the reason why I skipped over the nighttime. It was pitch black. I mean, if I didn't have that torch out, wouldn't be able to see nothing. So I went through here and pretty much strip mined the whole place. Got a few cool things. I actually got another audio cassette, so this is the second one. I just automatically, read it without even thinking about it. Let's see. This doesn't have a cell. Yeah, no, so that. Okay, got a bunch more containers. I think I'm good for that for now. I swapped out to a shop sink. And I also got water cooler. I'm not sure if the water cooler acts as a water source. I'm not 100% sure on that. But I still don't have any water bottles to test it on. So, coffee machines are crap. I'm just going to sell it. Okay. Scavenger gun glows that are slightly better than what I have. I also got 2 toilet pistols. Guess I can get rid of all of this stuff. Okay, that's only used for antibiotics, so... guess I put away the medicine cabinet. I'm pretty sure I got one. Oh, there they are. I will requisition one of those. Throw that there. Throw the cooler down there. What else? Keeping that for street looting. Everything else going here until later. I got a ton of screws and nails from breaking up chairs and pallets. What do I got here? I got a meat stew. Yummy. Put that in my belly. Yes. And this one, that is used to create a helmet like that. What do I need to create a helmet like that? That is the workbench, which needs both a hammer and plier combo and a screwdriver. Not sure what this one might require. Doesn't say. Sometimes these will give a tip saying it needs something. I don't think you find out until you can actually look inside the crafting station. Okay. I guess until we are fully stocked up on ammo. I'm going to keep some of the 9mm around, so we have a backup weapon. I will sell the second one. And we have a mod put into our spear. Serrated blade. Hopefully accelerate getting let's see, I only need one of those, so I'll sell the other one. Oh, and there is wireless crafting in this game, so you have to enable it for every container you want to have. This one I'm going to leave unbroadcasted, just so I have one where I can keep some things safe from being consumed. Anything else I want to sell? I don't think so, so I'll sort out the rest of this stuff later. Overburdened. Nope. Okay, and I picked up a large bed and now I have a bed right there. And let's quickly sell everything. Okay, now we have $1,000. Bunny models. I guess that would be actually a hare. Okay. What would these look? Okay, so before we start clearing out this neighborhood, I just want to get a lay of the city. So I think this is...
Somebody just...
Okay, so we are on the eastern side. Let's see if this goes anywhere. And we'll stop for any wheels, or I guess if we see a mini bike or a moped or a motorcycle, just to see if it's repairable. Let's see. Oh, that was a truck wheel. I was going to think it was a car. so far away I couldn't even tell what it was, but it was a deer. A little bit of a generation glitch. Oh, there's a bear. Knew we'd see one eventually. Okay, what do we got over here? Rest stop and let's see a buy and go that looks like it was turned into a checkpoint. Is that an elk? Oh, it is. I knew there was. I've seen moose. I saw somebody playing where there was a big moose and it was moose was fighting zombies. But that is an elk. Reminds me of some of the times I've gone through Yellowstone, Mammoth Hot Springs, West Yellowstone. You just go through the wolf. You just go through and there'd be like a herd of elk just wandering through town. Okay. Let that wolf just chase me running around the rosy. Let's see, because we're going to be here, let's see, we've only cleared 2 of the 391 POIs in the forest biome. And it's going to take us a while to clear this. Oh yeah, that reminds me, Ramsay put multiple POI packs in this. Ooh, railroad. Cool. So not only do we have the MPL set, I think we have the ZZ Tong set, which I've played in a game, I think the Fallout mod had ZZ Tong in it as well, but I don't remember any specific ones that would fall under that pack. I mean, the MPL stuff is very distinct, and I mean, in fact, there's one right there. That's Dialogue Towers, if I remember right. In my last playthrough series with District 0, I cleared that out, and I like the upstairs on this thing. So that might be my secondary permanent base, because if I remember right, that's a 5-star. I think that's a 5-star location. This looks like a flea market. Farmer's market. Close enough. Cooking pot. What I stopped for was I saw this, so I need another honey. I only have 1 in reserve. Okay, just want your cooking pot. I'll be back. Hey, there's a recognizable POI. OG's playing in one of those on one of his playthroughs. Right next to a Waffle House. And a Trader Wrecked. Well, looky here, we have 2 traders, so...
I don't mind it when a zombie comes and chews on my asshole.
Told you, this guy's got a fetish. And he probably wants the party girl to come and lick his frosty O-ring. Okay. This looks to be... I thought this was the edge, but there are some POIs. Oh, I think we're right on the edge of a biome. What do we got here? I think I recognize this. Is this a number 7? What is it? No, this is checkpoint number 4. Okay, this heads out of town. But what I was noticing primarily was there is not much of a buffer to the burnt. Okay, that looks to be still forest right there. Oh no. Big bear. Big bear chasing. Oh shit. Where's my buddy? Come on. There's not a lot of meat on this thing. Okay. Did not let that bear steal my kill. There he is. You can go piss up a tree. Okay, so this wrecked is right next to the burnt forest. I wonder if hordes that originate from a different biome, if that affects their level calculation. That would be an interesting problem. Okay. Oh, sorry, got distracted. This is a post number 7. And there is tactical range. Yep, close encounters of the leady kind. Another big bear. The trailer park. I haven't seen that in a while. Actually, this is a different trailer park. This is the Pleasant Hills trailer park. Feral pig. There's the Kaboom Boom farm. Let's see, railroad tracks again. Ah. 31 Claremont. I don't recognize this 3-car garage. Ooh, packages. And this is a church with a graveyard. This is new. So, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to readily determine which of the... I think there's 3 POI packs that are loaded in here. Like I said, MPL, Tong, and there was another one, but I don't remember the name of it. But the only one that I know labels their stuff is MPL. I don't think Tong, like, ooh, turret. That's gonna help. So it's good to have some on. Okay, let's move them this way. I want to take these on. There's no frills except for the spiders. Okay. Guess the worst thing that happens is we die, right? Let's see, we got 96 rounds. Okay, that looks to be all of the zombies. Maybe a few straggles that got over the head before I came along. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Although I'm going to have to start some mining very soon. I'm going to keep up with making ammo. Okay, so on our way back to our base, let's look for some places to not here. I don't want to deal with a wolf at the moment. Let's see. Here's one that I didn't do in the last one. This is the Michael Phelps place. I found one. Didn't stop at it. I'm not stopping at this one either. Where did my bike go? Oh, look. There's a moose. Anyhow, we need to start hitting up the small passing gas. Female moose. Or moose calf. This one has construction going on. Yeah. There's pliers. Oh, this is a wrenchy. Okay, got some good stuff there. Although I wish there was a workbench or something that was just laying out there. There's a forge. Somebody waiting for me. Feral pig. Oh, he died. Good. So I'm not doing very well. I just want to see if there's anything interesting to salvage. Nope. Nothing there. Actually, was this place even on? It is on the list. Okay. I have like next to no health. I shouldn't be doing this. I should be getting the hell out of Dodge. saw blade. Okay, there's a lot of animals out here. Definitely gonna have to stay frosty. Because usually, regular vanilla, you usually don't have to be too concerned about animals until you go into the desert. Then it's snakes and vultures and coyotes. And then in the winter, that's where you get into the most trouble. Oh, this looks to be a good place. This is a remnant. But it's got a bookstore, an armory, and something kiosk. Probably saying kiosk when they actually meant bodega. Okay, convenience store and an entrance to an office. Is this Zillion or is this HHN or HNN? Whatever the bank building is. HNN. I've never lived in one of these. I have lived in Higashi though. It's got a pretty nice penthouse area. What do we got over here? Info Center. Plaza. Oh, this is some sort of like inner city park pavilion place. Never seen it. I think that's... Is that Zillion Tower over there, or is that... That's something else? No, Vanity Tower. Okay. Well, this town definitely has lots of places where I can get above the ground. And I think I found the one I'm going to convert into my homestead. Fortunately, it's a 5-star. I really, really want to do that one. It's got 2 upstairs areas that are just really nice looking. I suppose I could whittle away at it. But let's get back, dump off the loot, and start. Yeah. Start clearing out some of the nearby buildings, because I need to hit some garages, I need some more tools, and I need to be able to make my workbench. Let's see, first things first. There we go. Got a cooking pot in there. Don't need cement mixers quite yet. I am going to put my toolbox down. So I did put that there. Okay, toolbox is right in front of the sink. Okay, for now that's vehicle stuff up there. I guess I'll put the tool stuff in until I get some toolboxes, which will be soon. I have some empty jars now, so let's make sure that this is working. Booyah! Oh, and this mod has a scrolling inventory. I guess I didn't highlight that. So there's no need to mess around with, resizing and stuff. Resizing the UI, I mean. Okay. That's bad. Is this a POI? It's not triggering. What about this place? It looks like a campsite. Did. Oh no, it's a little ruined. Oh, there is a campsite. It's way over here. Okay, nothing over here. That's where we came in. Okay, that felt weird not seeing a progression for wrenching something. That's gonna fall. Just trying to figure out where to make a dump chest. Bet I can fit this on the corner of the fence. Let's see. It worked. Let's see if this works. Nope. There, that works. I want this though. Yeah, I want this. There, got some mods into some of my tools. Okay, I'm just going to clean out some of this outside stuff. Okay, I think I'm going to try to take over this gas station. I might have to whittle at it, but I'm going to... Maybe we won't. Okay, I think I should be using this time to escape. I don't want to deal with a feral unless there's lots of good visibility. So I am going to stay up here until the morning. I'm going to organize my junk and stay quiet. Ish. Anyhow, I'll see you in the morning. Okay, and it's morning again. It was a minor little horde, I think, that went by in the dark, but I wasn't getting down there. Yeah, they're stragglers. Awesome. I can use the experience. trigger compound. Yep, here he comes. Ah, missed me. Use your fucking hands. Bring him into the fire. Just be taken care of. Still somebody in there. Oh, that's where the spider was. So I was looking over the edge with my flashlight. I saw a spider. Okay, but what I was coming in here to do have saw blade. Does this only use gas? This isn't going to be gas. This is a burnt out brick. That's more vehicle parts. Okay, so for now, I'm just going to dump all that in there. Electrical motor and some spark plugs. Sounds like there is a campground in these woods right here. Owie. And I am out of bandages. Guess I forgot that I turned on the trader looting, just for the novelty of it. I have one of those. Can't make a battery with it. I think I have a Walkman. I mean, I have the headphones, so I think I can make a Walkman now. Okay, but after this, I am done messing around here. Oh, ooh. Regular bandages are nothing to sneeze at in this game. They do give you some health. There we go. I get through this all. No, I did not. Cassette. There's a glitch in the matrix. Or the trader protection. Because there's still the collision shield around.
If you break it, you buy it.
It doesn't protect him, but it keeps you from clicking on things. Okay, now this one's, yeah, see, invisible wall. And I bet I can't even place this back because it's behind the invisible wall. Okay, there's just a few minor things that could be broken down for some nails or whatnot. But I put that saw blade in there so I could get some planks. Okay, I'll pick those up later. Okay, so that truck stop is still a little too much for us. Got some resin out of that tree that we were putting on. Gumbo recipe. These don't sell for anything. I'm not sure if you can even put them in a scrapper. And I'm now level 4. Hooray for me. Seem to be getting quite a bit of vitamins, which I'm not complaining about. I think they're going to be a very useful resource, especially when I'm low on food. I'll pick those up. Can't pick that up. Can't pick that up. Ooh, that's a good find. That is the little portable stove. Okay, I'll let the rest of this stuff in. Well, I guess now. Okay, I've almost filled myself up. I'll wait till later. It's a compulsion. What can I say? That aura proc is huge damage right now. Upstairs. Remember if those chairs are flightable. They are. Spider. Yep. Ow. Spider might as well translate to feral. Where'd he go? anything I want to keep. I just that. And I will keep the stew. Okay, there's a few minor things that I wanted to grab. Okay, got all that. Like that. Let's see if it's opening a burner. It does not. Okay, got all this stuff. Okay, I think strip mining places for resources is something I can do at night or off camera, especially when I get a little bit higher level. Yeah, it's definitely trash day. Okay, I think we're doing okay for food with that stew. What else do we got down this direction? There's a path, so there's probably a next little camp. I guess this one didn't count. And the Purge can be randomly infected. I think I remember Ramsay saying that the regular Rebirth, the quests don't tell you if they're infected or not. You just have to get them, which is cool. Okay, I'll do those later. Just in time. mercy. Can't touch this. That question. That aura is definitely very effective. The tea recipe. That's nice. Sounds like we have a horde outside. Where did they come from? Because they came towards the clear. I think that's it for here. The rest of the stuff is a bunch of resource boxes down in the basement. So I'll get those if there's anything. Okay, there was something over here that I wanted. Right? Right? Guess not. Okay, 1600. What do we got back here? I think a horde just spawning right on top of us. That's a deer or something? Okay, still some more stuff. Nice. That's 48 rounds. Everybody at least one good hit shot. much everybody. I think that was the only struggle right there. Or not. Maybe somebody came around the long way. There's some more rolling. That's probably missed that shot. Sounds like a bird. Couple birds. Let's see. That's what I was forgetting. Do I have any... That's some cloth. I have some glue. I have some glue. I left the toolbox back in the other area. I mean, back at the base. And I have not made a second one to carry around. Oh, is this a whole bunch of little... Oh, this is a whole bunch of little ones. Okay, I'll come back and loot these. Oh, Big Mama, I think there's a corpse over in the corner. I wonder if she was like partially buried in the hill. Definitely have to look at that. Because I looked in that direction, but I wrote it off as something else. Okay, this doesn't look to be anything. Just someplace to come and get lots of brass valves. Oh shit. That can't get to me. I want to. Oh, poke your head out. Gate works. Fuse them. Which way am I going? Which way am I going? That's right. I'll be through there in a second. And since I don't have... No, I can't pick up the fire hydrants. So... It says there's one more? Oh, God. I probably did not see her lying there. Mostly because the sun's going down. It's getting dark. which is a sign for me to go home. Okay, let's see how much of this stuff I can pick up. Right here, dump everything up there, and I'm down to 15 items of encumbrance. Oh, shh! I just about recorded myself having a heart attack. Oh my god. Oh, my blood pressure is still not down. Anyhow, I'm going to go through all of... Oh, 29 is way too much. Okay. Let's see which of this stuff is going to be sold. Sell, 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 sell. Stuff will be sold. I'm going to sort this out. I'm going to see if I can get the workstation made and use that or repair the forge. I think the workstation needs some forged iron, so let's get the forge going first. Anyhow, I'm going to cut this episode right here, and if anything interesting happens overnight, I will pick it up with that on the highlights reel. Until then, hope you've been enjoying this new playthrough. And if you do, please like, comment, and subscribe. And this is DwarfWithBeer, signing off.